30 seconds left to go in the period. Davis with a long shot out in front. Lewis scores!
I said the Joker is a wanted man. It makes a way all across the land. I see him sifting through the sand. So I tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief in the night. Is always laughing in the midst of power, always living in the final hour. There's always sweet and sour, so we are not going home. Can you see the Joker flying over? As she's standing in the field of clover, watching out every day. What would happen if he took her away? When you see a way you might not know, you get the feeling coming up in the glow. The vagabond is a moving slow, so I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief in the night. All the people that you see in the night, and all the dreams up into the light. The wilder pieces are setting aside. We are not going home.
A sophomore from Plymouth. He pretty much runs the show on the power play.
And he does it using an assist. He's not a big goal scorer, but he sets people up, and that's a very talented player to have on your power play unit. So watch him to make some good passes here.
I know up until last night he had a point in every game so far this season. He's the top scoring defenseman in the WCHA. And there he is with a shot and a goal. Kurt Davis with a blast hits the upper left corner. And that didn't take long on the power play for Minnesota State Mankato.
Third period, no scoring, but a lot of big plays. And we'll save after save by Fletcher.
I said the Joker is a wanted man. Makes a way all across the land. See him sifting through the sand. So I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said I'll tell you all about the Joker and the thief in the night.
as they complete a change. Larson lost it at center. Here's a chance for Davis. Scores! Transition hockey at its finest. Kurt Davis steps up, intercepts the pass, and then unwinds with a missile off the post, right by the glove of Patterson. Been a great day for the Davis family. His dad coaches the #1 team in AA hockey. They won in overtime against the Blue Beast, and now it's a 2-goal mountain. Gagliotti on the power play. Then here in the third period, Davis with a rocket.
Something to hold when I lose my grip. Will I find something in there to give me just what I need? Another reason to bleed. One by one hidden up my sleeve. One by one hidden up my sleeve. Hey, don't let it go to waste. I love it but I hate the taste. Way keeping me down. Hey, don't let it go to waste. I love it but I hate the taste. Way keeping me down. Will I find a believer? Another one who believes. Another one to deceive. Over and over down on my knees.
Going through a season.
If I
Now down the left side, Kyle Ostro, the captain, hammered along the glass.
And if you let me inside, on and on, I got nothing to hide. On and on, I got nothing to hide. Hey, don't let it go to waste. I love it, but I hate the taste. Way keeping me down. Hey, don't let it go to waste. I love it, but I hate the taste. Way keeping me All my life I've been searching for something. Something never comes, never leads to nothing. Nothing satisfies, but I'm getting close. Closer to the prize at the end of the rope. All night long I dream of the day when it comes around and it's taken away. Leaves me with the feeling that I feel the most. Feel it come to life when I see your ghost. Then I'm done, done. On to the next one, done. Done and I'm on to the next one, done. Done and I'm on to the next one, done. Done and I'm on to the next one, done. Done and I'm on to the next one, done. Done and I'm on to the next one, done. Done and I'm on to the next one, done. I'm done and I'm on to the next. Dead, dead, on to the next one, dead. I'm done and I'm on to the next one, dead. Dead, on to the next one, dead. I'm done and I'm on to the next. Hey, don't let it go to waste. I love it but I hate the taste. Way keeping me down. Hey, don't let it go to waste. I love it but I hate the taste. Way keeping me down. Dead, dead, on to the next one, dead. I'm done and I'm on to the next.
He's made a couple dirty plays tonight, and he hit Chase right in the face, blindside him. I just happened to be that guy right there, so I kind of jumped in a bit on him. I mean, it was probably a brutal trade-off for us, but just something like that is pretty dirty, and we don't let that happen to our guys.
Keep it clean, right?
That's right.
And
Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the
stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Holding you, I held everything. For a moment, wasn't I the king? But if I'd only known how the king would fall, hey, who's to say? You know I might have changed it all. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. It's my life, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance.
Walk away if you want to. It's okay if you need to. Well, you can run, but you can never hide from the shadow that's creeping up beside you. There's a magic running through your soul, but you can have it all. Whatever you do, I'll be 2 steps behind you. Wherever you go, and I'll be there to remind you that it only takes a minute of your precious time to turn around. I'll be 2 steps behind. Yeah, yeah. Take the time to think about it. Just walk the line. You know you just can't fight it. Take a look around. You'll see what you can find. Like the fire that's burning up inside me. Now there's a magic running through your soul. but you can't have it all. No, whatever you do, I'll be 2 steps behind you. Wherever you go, and I'll be there to remind you that it only takes a minute of your precious time to turn around. I'll be 2 steps behind. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a magic running through your soul, but you can't have it all. Whatever you do, I'll be 2 steps behind you. Wherever you go, and I'll be there to remind you that it only takes a minute of your precious time to turn around. I'll be 2 steps behind. Yeah, baby, 2 steps behind. Oh, sugar, 2 steps behind.
All right. Yeah. Well, I must admit, I can't explain any of these thoughts racing through my brain. It's true. Baby, I'm howling for you.
Welcome back, folks, to Maverick Hockey Insider Weekly. I'm host Scott Rideout. And with me today is senior defenseman Kurt Davis. Curdy, you're coming close to the end of a 4-year career here at MSU. Hopefully, the exact end is unknown as we head down the stretch here into the playoffs. I want to give a couple answers to the fans out there. We got 2 questions I want to go with you, maybe an extra question. But first question, let's talk memories. Let's talk about probably your favorite memory off ice to start with, Kurt.
Well, thanks for having me, Scott. Lots of memories were built throughout the years, and one that sticks out in my mind is just my sophomore year. We had a house together, a group of us that we used to hang out all the time. We called it Beauties, aka Beauticians. It was a great place. A lot of memories created as a member of the house there, and as part of the team. Just whenever time I think back of Mankato and throughout my career, that always pops up in my mind.
That's great, Beauties. I have heard of that too, but that's on a pay-per-view station. Anyhow, Curdy, let's talk about the favorite memory on the ice now.
On the ice, yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, lots of memories. When my freshman year, a big memory that poked out in my mind was that when we hosted Minnesota here for playoffs, having the crowd there and everything, and it's like this past year, a great memory is when we took the trip to Chicago and won the Shillelagh tournament. And now I think I hear that they shut the tournament down because we just too much domination. I don't know.
You know, that is a rumor going about. I do recall that series against the Gophers. I myself couldn't get tickets for it. Anyway, last question, Kurt. We talked a little about Beauties, and you've been a key component of this Maverick offense and defense. I just would like for you to explain to the crowd out there just your awesomeness, both off the ice and on the ice.
Yeah, well, it's tough. I don't know. I guess you're just born with it, some would say. But I just like to keep it real wherever I go, and keep things cool and chilled back, relax as I am now, and just kind of go with the flow and like to keep things in a positive mindset.
Very good. So it's genetic. All right. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks for having me.
Maverick hockey blood runs thick in Maverick defenseman Kurt Davis' family. He's the son of former Maverick star Carl Davis. Carl was a two-time captain at MSU and played under longtime Maverick coach Don Brose.
Yeah, Don was a great guy. I had so much respect for him. I came in as a freshman. I was a player at Bloomington Jefferson, and I knew then I wanted to be a teacher and coach as I came here. And he had a great impact on me.
From 1975 to 79, Carl led the Mavericks day in and day out.
In 1978, we flew out and played out in New York and took third in the nation. And then my senior year, we actually went back out east again and took second in the nation. And so the guys were able to make two great trips. And then during my fifth year of school, while I was student teaching here in Mankato, of course, they won the national title in 1980, and I was not a part of that, but I was able to experience that because a lot of my teammates were part of that team.
Carl still ranks 18th on the Mavericks' all-time scoring list with 138 points and was clearly one of the Mavericks' all-time greats. Carl carried his love of hockey with him after college and took on a new job, this time coaching. Along with coaching came family, and along with family came the coach's next hockey star, Kurt Davis. From the beginning, it was apparent who Kurt wanted to be.
I'd be so intense on watching game film, and all of a sudden I saw Kurt sitting next to me watching game film, and he was only about 5 years old. And this continued, and as I'm sitting there watching game film, he would always be by my side watching game film, and I would just be, working through it, and he'd sit there and watch with me, and I don't know if you remember that because you were pretty young at the time. But I think that's where he picked up so many of his instincts.
With his dad's knowledge and love for hockey, Kurt began to grow. At Wayzata High School, Kurt hit the ice under the direction of his father, head coach Carl Davis.
Once I started growing up a little bit and we became a little closer and we could communicate as one another, kind of as a coach and player, but also as a father and son, and I just thought it was really great.
Father-son duo continued to impress, and after 2 years in junior hockey, Kurt accomplished his dream of playing Division I hockey. And it would just so have it that he would find himself wearing his father's colors at Mankato State. In fact, Kurt is the first Maverick to ever be the son of a former Maverick hockey player.
I guess we get to start out the legacy.
Stay tuned for the rest of the story. For Charter Mainstream Sports, this is Danny Wagner. From early on, the father-son duo shared quite a bond through hockey.
What I've been told, it was really young. He was actually a high school coach out in Buffalo, Minnesota, and I used to run around and go to the rink with him and drag a hockey stick behind me the whole time. I think I was about 3 years old or so, and so that obviously started early with the whole hockey connection, and it obviously grew from there.
However, who knew that 3 decades later, Kurt Davis would follow in his father's footsteps at MSU. And it didn't take long before Davis-style hockey was back in Mankato. Though maybe small in stature, this family knows how to get it done.
I used my skating ability to my advantage as much as I could. Like I said, my mentality was that I would always outwork people. And as a forward, I'd always really strive to be a great forechecker and a great back checker and win the races and things like that. And even though I wasn't very big, I was really strong on my feet. And I think that's something that Kurt does so well, is he has great stability. And he might not be that big out there, but he's really strong on his feet, and he doesn't get knocked off the puck very easily.
Obviously, sometimes I'd like to be a little taller and a little stronger, but you know, since I'm not, I'm going to find the ways that makes my size beneficial.
In typical Davis style, Kurt led his team in scoring last year. Kurt has turned into the leader that his father is and is continuing to improve.
You know, Kurt does everything better than I ever did. He's got tremendous instincts, and although some people used to tell me that I had good instincts for the game as well, but I was never at the level that he's at. He's an unbelievable passer and sees the ice so well and has great patience.
Though much has changed in 30 years, the experience and wisdom that Carl has passed on to his son has clearly taught Kurt not only how to play hockey, but how to be a leader.
Well, we're so proud of what he's accomplished, and not only in high school and juniors, but his career here so far at Mankato. The fun thing for my wife and I is that we get an opportunity to see him play a lot. And I can't tell you how proud we are to be able to watch him play, and the whole team, the success that they've had over the last couple of years. It's just so fun to watch and so fun to be a part of this program, not only as a player for me, but as a parent of a player. And Kurt's had a great career so far, and we just hope that he has a lot of fun, because we sure enjoy watching him play.
No matter what the bond that his father and son share over the great game of hockey, it is one that will last a lifetime.
I know that he is up in the stands watching down on me. You know, he's going to be my dad, but at the same time, he might have a few coaching tips for me. So, you know, I'm always out there just trying to play my best, trying to prove myself that I can be one of the best players out on the ice.
For Charter Main Street Sports, I'm Danny Wagner.